Hi guys, back again. What I'd like to address tonight, notice we're back on the lunge ball, is rock back and shoulder roll. And the fun things about this, the rock back is an action reaction thing where you're just trying to stay just out of range with the punch and then fire back on line. So when you're standing in a boxing stance, or whatever you want to call it, okay, when you rock back, you step back on a spring and step forward. Okay, so you rock back and you step forward. From the side, it looks like this: you rock back and you step forward. You're just trying to have the punch just miss you. Then you know where they are, and then you come back online and you pop them. That's the idea. Shoulder roll, on the other hand, you can do that backwards too. But when you shoulder roll, you usually have a catch hand that comes up. So you step back, you shoulder roll, and then you come back forward again. So you go pow, pow, okay? And then there's also the catch return. The catch is stepping back, catching a punch, and coming right back over top. That one's a little bit tough to do with the ball, although I'll show it to you at the very last. Anyway, coming over to the ball now. So what we're going to do, we're going to feed the ball with the jab cross, okay? And then we're going to rock back and practice hitting the ball again. So it looks like this. So you feed, rock, and hit. You step back again, okay? You rock back on it again. Okay? So when you feed the ball, you're giving yourself the 1-2. Now maybe the guy catches your hands and he's popping right back. That's what it's supposed to simulate. And that's why I refer to it as an action-reaction kind of thing. You're feeding the action, your opponent's catching the action and firing back on you. It could be a jab, it could be a cross, it could be a kick, it could be anything. But that's the idea, so it's, all right? So have that in your head, so it's supposed boom, 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 boom. All right, so now, that's straight back. Now, the rock back is limited to the straight back motion. But you could also rock back, hit, bump, and hit again, that kind of thing. You can continue forward with that. But for the sake of the drill, make it the action-reaction, rock back and fire back. All right? Now, when you want to go to the side, when you want to, you can shoulder roll out and hit. Okay? And you go 1-2, shoulder roll out this way and hit. That kind of thing. I'll demonstrate that. Okay? Now when we go straight back with the shoulder roll, again, 1-2, boom. Okay? So notice when 1-2 and the ball's coming back in my face, my catch hand, I can elbow roll, or I can catch at the same time. Okay? And maybe it reaches me, maybe it doesn't. But then I ride his hand back. And when you do that, your cover hand comes up. But you can fall forward with elbows or whatever you need to do. Don't get in the habit of going 1-2, shoulder roll, and come back wide open. That's a bad habit. But when you're in the heat of things, you tend to do it. So try to keep your hands up. 1-2, boom. Okay, then you come back. Make sense? All right. Now, when we want to go to the side, for instance, if I want to go to step to my right side, I'm coming out this direction. We have the V, right? Our opponent's on line. And if we want to flank, we're going to go to our left or go to our right. Doesn't matter which foot forward, same thing. Right, in this case, unconventional left foot forward. So, you're going to feed, 1-2, roll out, 1-2. Okay? Now, I like to switch stances when I step to my right side if I have my left foot forward. Right? The reason that is because once I step and I switch stances, I'm behind him with my lead hand for elbow control. Okay? I can attack behind him or turn him much easier. If I don't switch feet on 1-2, boom, I'm this way, I don't have the elbow control with my backhand. Does that make sense? It's just a little something that I like to do. So, we're here, 1-2, boom. You switch, see, then hit, pop. And when you shoulder roll, 1-2, shoulder roll out, switch, pop, hit it again. Now with the same stance, left foot forward, we want to go to the left, this way. So what you're going to do, 1-2, drop your shoulder roll this way. Okay, so you're covered. You got the elbow, you got the shoulder block, you got the catch hand, and you got a bump. 1-2. Okay? That looks like this. You go here, 1, 2, boom, 1, 2. Okay? Again. It's a lot of work to try to hit the focus ball. That's why we call it a focus ball. It's not really a double end bag, but it follows the premise. It's just a lot smaller. So that's part of the fun. Now, the thing you want to keep in mind when you're doing this, you want to try to relax. Don't be rigid. Don't be tense. Nice and relaxed. So when you hit, everything comes right back here. See? If I don't move it, it'll bonk my head. Nice and loose. It clearly comes to reach me. That's why we need to react. It's action reaction. Really, it's a response, but action reaction, all the same. Okay? So a quick review. All right? 1, 2, out back, step in. I like the habit of hitting, taking a step back. Hitting or flanking. What you don't want to do, you don't want to hit and stand there. That's never a good idea, especially if you're up against somebody that's skillful, because they have the same thing in mind. All right? So that was a rock back, okay? So remember, 1, 2, rock back, boom, and take a step back. Now, you could also rock back and answer with the jab. So you 1, 2, rock back, pop. Now remember, with the jab, you can travel to the belly side, or you can travel to the back side. So that's another thing to practice. Okay, 1, 2, rock back, jab. See it? Up to this side. Move in that direction. Or rock back, boom. Now come this direction. Make sense? A lot of people, when you box somebody and you're standing toe to toe, and you are both right-handers, if he's throwing his jab, which way should you be moving? Or if you're throwing your jab, which way should he be moving? To your right. How many people practice throwing the jab and stepping to the right? You very rarely see it. That would be fundamental correctness, would it not? But we don't see it in boxing. So what you want to practice doing, okay? Jab cross, right? Rock back, step to your right. It's goofy at first because it's easy to fall back and throw your jab. It's not so easy to step to your right and throw your jab. Although you should. So, you rock back, 1, 2, rock back, bam. Okay? Same thing, 1, 2, rock back, bam. See how I'm flanking a little bit? Off to the side. And of course you want to do that the other side. You switch to southpaw, do the same thing. Okay? All right, these are some notes I just wanted to touch on with the focus ball. I'm going to add more as we go along with legs, knees, elbows, and that kind of thing. Kind of working off the same premise, action reaction. And it's a lot of fun. You get an honest feedback with the focus ball. And that's what makes it a ton of fun. Because the thing, it'll bonk you. You'd be surprised, but you want to smack it hard enough that it comes back. But at the same time, you don't want to be real tight and rigid. Just nice and loose. Pow, pow. Come back. Nice step forward. 1, 2, step out. 1, 2, step out. Nice and snappy. Okay? All right. So please follow me on YouTube and email me at billyboston@gmail.com, or follow me on Combative Fitness Workshop at hotmail.com. I'm going to try to get a web page up on that email address eventually. It just takes time and money. Okay, guys, have a good night. Take care.